In this video, you'll learn the basic principles of writing thought forms and slides. First of all, a slide in thought form should include a goal and mission. You could say that a goal is what we receive. A mission is what we give. If you stand next to a mirror, it becomes clear that your reflection will not move toward you until you take the first step. Therefore, we first give and then receive. It can be the other way around, but taking the first step is always much more effective than waiting for some charitable act to appear from the sky. Besides, just receiving and using is quite a boring activity. Many people, based on their vague notions that this is not true, cannot believe in themselves and do not want it. What do they want? They give out the following: I want a nice car, a house, a yacht, I want to travel, or I want to have a lot of money, I want. When I have it, then I'll find something to spend it on. As you can see, this only talks about what a person wants to get, and not a word about what they do, what they can give to the world or their loved ones. Even if something doesn't turn out the way we want, if a miracle happens, and an inheritance falls from somewhere, and we manage to buy everything our heart desires and travel the world, what's next? Then, if there's no mission, mortal boredom sets in. In fact, it's difficult to separate and distinguish between purpose and mission. Purpose and mission together are the path along which a person successfully realizes themselves in this life. So, these definitions, goal is what we receive, mission is what we give, are purely arbitrary, but they're useful for understanding how to compose thought forms so they truly work. Moreover, your film shouldn't be reduced to a single frozen frame. Your film is a process, a movement. Goal is a path, not a destination. You need to understand that a goal is a path, not a destination. All problems are solved in movement. All solutions are found along the way. And doors also open for you only if you don't sit idly by, but do everything required of you. Then energy appears, and the means are found. So, we add movement and we get the basic formula: goal plus mission plus movement. And that's it. All solutions are found along the way. I see a goal, the vector of my life. I know that I can do it. I have something to give to the world, my uniqueness. I'm moving toward my goal. The means will find themselves, doors will open. For example, here's a thought form: I create masterpieces. For a creative person, this will include all three components. I create masterpieces, which means I achieve success, recognition, satisfaction. I create masterpieces, which means I not only receive, but, above all, give. I create, which means I don't stand still, I create, I move. Movement. I develop. Well, that's not all. The question is, how do you create masterpieces? If at the cost of incredible effort, if life is nothing but hardships and deprivations, then what's the point of such a life? Mission. Another question: for whom do you create masterpieces? If no one needs them, then what good does it do? None. Not you. Not the people. Yes, masterpieces can be created through the throes of creativity, by the sweat of your brow, in poverty. There are many examples of this. But you and I know that in life, we have the movie that plays in our heads. So couldn't we insert a more cheerful film? That's the point, you can. It's your will, as you say, so it will be. So make a deal with yourself right now. Let's live easily, in abundance and joy. Everything comes easy to me because I decided so. I made that choice. And it really is possible to create masterpieces and easily, without stress. And so that it brings joy to yourself and others. And so that it brings real income. You just need to play the appropriate movie in your head. So let's add 3 more components to the formula. Ease plus celebration plus abundance. Everything comes easy. Let's agree on this. Live easily and simply. Feast your soul. I'm moving toward my goal and I know I'm succeeding. I'm giving. I'm a wealthy person. Now let's write the thought form, taking all the components into account. I create masterpieces. People are delighted with them. Everything comes easy to me. My work is extremely successful. I'm gaining worldwide fame. I enjoy my work. I bring joy to people, money comes easily to me, and my work brings real benefit to people. I am a very wealthy and successful person. As you can see, it has everything: purpose, mission, movement, ease, celebration, and prosperity. And the most important thing is the mirror principle: you give and you receive. Translators have a fundamentally different way of thinking and acting. You're probably already beginning to understand this. So, the whole formula is purpose plus mission plus movement plus ease plus celebration plus prosperity. You don't have to strictly follow this formula and try to squeeze every component into every frame. The main thing is that the overall picture emerges in this way. Your film as a whole should contain this entire complex of components. A few additional tips. Don't copy the sample slides and thought form from this lesson. Write in your own words, so that it comes from your heart and mind. Don't practice idiomatic language. Write simple, monosyllabic, concrete sentences, so that it's easier to remember and repeat, and so that the subconscious understands. There's no need to invent any complexities at all. There should be a clear, distinct, simple picture. An important rule: transmit thought forms freely. Don't think while you're writing down thought forms. When you write or speak thought forms, they should flow out of you, pass through you. You're in the flow. Catch this flow and simply let all thoughts and phrases flow through you. Let them move freely. And a couple more explanations. All examples are intended to be extreme, a little is not enough, and I, too, create masterpieces. You must understand that modesty is out of place here. If you truly want to change your life to a qualitatively new level, of course, you won't get everything right away, but gradually you will begin to see that things are possible in life that you never dared to dream of before. You should just focus on your own business, not take on something for which you have absolutely no talent. You might think that creating masterpieces in your field is impossible, but that's not true. Even a housewife in the kitchen is capable of creating masterpieces, given the right approach. If you're dissatisfied with your standard of living, you should strive to create and give away masterpieces. Because then, you will receive everything in abundance and plenty.